Hello and welcome to yet another brand new TARDIS Audios videos with me, Dan. I'm me, you're you. So let's get cracking with this review of Doctor Who Series 8 Episode 4. Listen! Okay, so as I said, Listen is Episode 4 of Doctor Who Series 8, and this time we've got an episode written by showrunner Stephen Moffat. Now, if you don't know Doctor Who, or if you've just been living under a rock for the past couple of years of Stephen Moffat's tenure, he is somewhat of a fan divider. That's right. If there was a fan divider shop, you would find the Stephen Moffat model probably in the corner. And his episodes are known to be either absolutely brilliant or pretty naff, to be honest with you. His Christmas specials are usually pretty naff, but anyway, this episode had been built up, to be sort of the blink of the new series. Was it, basically? Was it as scary? Was it as thrilling? Was it as memorable? In a word, kind of. Was it spooky? The first half was, like the first, up to Rupert, up to where they meet, spoiler alert, Rupert Pink. It's spooky. We have a very, very spooky episode on our hands. So I'd say that's probably 20 minutes in, something like that. After that, not really. I mean, we meet Orson. That's kind of spooky. After that, it sort of just veers off. This is kind of like the T-junction of Doctor Who episodes. It kind of started off quite scary, spooky. You know, what's under your bed, and when we're all dead, then they'll come under the bed or whatever it was. And that was a terrible Scottish accent. And Peter Capaldi, I apologise. Anyway, we had that for about 20 minutes. And you think, oh, which way is it going to go? Are we going to go spooky dark? Or are we going to go the way that I hope we don't, and sort of end up with some sort of weird romantic comedy thing for 10 minutes? And it looks like it's going to go really spooky with Orson Pink, and then it sort of veers off again down the romanticised comedy. I have to admit, I didn't really care one jot about Danny Pink and Clara. I don't care. The show is not called Danny Who or Clara Who, it's called Doctor Who. I want to know about the Doctor. I want to learn about him. And guess what? We did in this episode. We actually learnt something new about the Doctor. Whether I like that is another question entirely. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the episode, please click away now, because I'm going to reveal a massive spoiler. I'll give you a second. Okay, so basically, we end up in this barn. And it turns out that it's the Doctor who's crying in the barn, and Clara is underneath his bed. And she basically starts all this and tells him about fear. I agree with what people like Paul Verhoeven have said. That this is Moffat, again, sticking his finger into the Doctor Who pie. And sticking it in right in the middle, squidging it about and going, this is mine, I'm going to create a character of mine to be in Doctor Who canon that now you'll have to see as the most vital piece of Doctor Who ever. Like he did with Clara in Series 7B with The Impossible Girl. Every time I watch a classic story now, that there is a bit of me that just thinks, oh yeah, Clara's there somewhere, probably. And it sort of takes off the edge, because there shouldn't be one writer that has to mess with absolutely everything. I mean, he could do in the 50th. My God, he could do in the 50th, and he did it brilliantly, did Moffat. Best episode of Doctor Who ever, in my opinion. But to do it again with the same character, and to make her the only reason why the Doctor became the Doctor, just completely wipes out any of what the classic series set up. Where is the Doctor Who? Where's the Who? Where's the mystery? Because now Doctor Who equals Clara flipping plot point Oswald yet again, and that saddens me. And that's what let this episode down for me, was the fact that while Jenna Coleman played Clara absolutely brilliantly, and she continues in Series 8 to be fantastic. Samuel Anderson was great. Peter Capaldi again was fantastic as the Doctor. It was a very small cast, no CGI, no real villain, no sort of villain that we could see, you know. All that worked brilliantly for me. The problem was the way Moffat went with the episode was not where I particularly wanted it to go. I knew we were going to learn what frightened the Doctor, but I didn't expect it to be this, and I don't think I wanted it to be this. I don't think I wanted the answer to who the Doctor is to be Clara Oswald, because at the end of the day, what's the point in calling it Doctor Who unless you have some mystery, you know? It's kind of gutting, really. But like I said, on the positive side, the cast was fantastic. The episode itself, the first 25 minutes, was an absolutely brilliant, beautiful script from Stephen Moffat. Bit of comedy thrown in from Danny Pink and you know, Clara. That situation I didn't really care too much about, as I've said, but it offered a nice change of tone. Capaldi in the first couple of minutes with that monologue was just fantastic. Everything was really, really well done. The director, who I think was it Douglas McKinnon this time, did really well, really set the mood. The music, sound effects was brilliant. The only thing that let it down for me was that ending. Was it as scary as I thought it would be? Kind of, yeah, kind of. It was neither. I don't know. It was scary, but it isn't Blink scary, because Blink's scary. Blink's pretty much scary from the moment you turn onto the screen. This is sort of the first 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and after that, not really. But all in all, I think it was a great episode. Do I think it was the best in Series 8 so far? That's a tough question to answer. I certainly think it was a step up from Robots of Sherwood, and all in all, I think I'd give this episode 8.5 out of 10. It was a great episode. I did enjoy it. The problem for me comes from what people like Paul Verhoeven have said, which is it's no longer kind of Doctor Who, and I feel like with Moffat, though I like him as a scriptwriter and as an executive producer, the problem is he's starting to put his finger in too many pies now, and it's always his creations that have to, you know, be the ultimate thing, and I'm starting to not like that, unfortunately. So that for me let this episode down. But tell me what you think, guys. Comment, subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it around. I hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you next week with a brand new video, which should be the Dark Eyes review. And watch out for that video, because we might not come to you in audio form. Oh, what could that mean? Well, just keep your ears to the ground and listen. Goodbye now, and peace.